International Boxing Federation and World Boxing Organization. WBO Supervisor in Charge, Mr. Nick Cariosotis. Officials at ringside, timekeeper Colin Roberts. The three judges scoring this bout on a 10-point must system are Mr. Roy Francis of Kent, Mr. Mickey Van of Leeds, and Mr. Dave Harris of London. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, your referee from Derby, England, Mr. Paul Thomas. And now for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. From Manchester, England, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white with red stripes, weighing 9 stones, his professional record. 36 victories, 17 by knockout, with 7 defeats and 2 draws. He comes to us from Sunderland, England. Here is the European heavyweight champion and #1 ranked WBO contender in the world, the challenger, Billy. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the leopard and weighing 8 stone, 13¾ pounds. His professional record is perfect, 25 victories without a defeat. He has 23 KOs to his credit, and he holds 2 world titles. From Sheffield, England, the man who is now considered to be one of the best presenting the undefeated IBF WBO featherweight champion of the world, Nassim.
Well, as usual, Naz is milking every moment. And we're getting the real eyeball-to-eyeball treatment, the psychological warfare, but I don't think Hardi will be affected by any of that. He's too experienced. Not even the Naz camp followers turning up in mock big ears, Billy Hardi ears, as they were calling them at the weigh-in yesterday. Well, he predicts the fastest count of the week here. Nassim, he says it'll be over in the first round. Will he be right? Let's see. Usually he's quite cautious in the opening round, but having made that prediction, he may well decide to go for it. Now, interesting to see what Billy Hardi's strategy might be. Might he try to stay close and on top of Nassim?
Well, he had said to me when I spoke to him that he was going to try and be elusive and just not let Naz get to him. Try and play a little bit of Naz's game by just, not being there. But whether he can do it when the pressure's on, that's another thing.
The first question you have to ask with every Nassim opponent is, can they take his power? Now, Billy Hardi's on his bike. He's making the Prince come to him. Big left hand from Nassim, and Hardi took that well, or Peter. Then another right hand has decked him in the first round. There's that power again. And can Hardi get up from that? Yes, he can. Suddenly, when you thought he was going to stay down, it looked as if it would all be over, and it might be too. He's up at 6. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. 1 more knockdown. He's stopped anyway. He said round 1. It is round 1. He's still the WBO and IBF champion. And The power is absolutely concussive. It's the kind of punching that puts opponents into a dizzy dreamland.
Yes, what can you do with power like that? He's got the hand speed, he's got the power to match, and really Billy Hardy just, he was caught by a good shot and it hurt him and he couldn't get himself back in the contest. Big, powerful punches from Hamid, and that really, to do that to a fighter, with the credentials of Billy Hardy is very good indeed.
Let me just repeat, nobody had stopped Billy Hardy since 1991. That was Orlando Canizales. And he'd only been stopped 3 times in a 14-year pro career. Only once in the last 12 years. But that's the story of Prince Nassim Hamed. Durable fighters, people who don't get stopped, are just getting blasted away.
Yes, what can you say about it? He predicted the first round. He lived up to it. He was very sharp from the off. He was looking to finish Hardy as quick as he could. He wanted all the doubters to prove them wrong. And he really did. He did that in exceptional style, and the power is very good indeed.
26 straight wins, 24 of them have come by knockout or stoppage, including the last 14. Every world title fight has ended inside schedule.
The right hand, he just picked it right through the defense there as Hardy was moving backwards. He jumped up a couple of times, but the last time he had to be stopped. There it is, that long right hand, a little delayed effect there. You can see the grimace of pain. It was a hard shot.
People don't usually do this to Billy Hardy. Well, that time it was the left hand, and all of Sunderland's hopes were in tatters. Quite rightly, the referee stopped it the moment Hardy got up from the second knockdown. He was in no sort of condition to take anything else at all.
You can't really do anything but praise. Hardy was a good fighter, worthy of his #1 challenger, and Hamed did exactly as he said he'd do. He just walked in and caught him with good solid punches right from the off, and stopped him in a great fashion.
Well, people have questioned his motivation for this fight. They said he didn't train properly, didn't really have his mind on it, that he was seeing it as a stepping stone, that he could get caught out, but he wasn't. It was every bit as convincing as he said it would be. And poor Billy Hardy, who's waited so long for this chance, sees it all disappear. I think it lasted a bit longer than the 35 seconds that Saeed Lawal lasted in the first defence, but not much longer.
No, it wasn't. It was he really meant business right from the off. You could tell there was no feeling out. He was going for it right from the beginning. That was a superb performance from Hamed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute, 33 seconds of round #1 as referee Paul Thomas, following the second knockdown, rules the challenger unable to continue. The winner by